Sabaho everybody and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to review the tempered glass screen protector made specifically for our OnePlus 7 Pro. In the US this is available through T-Mobile, as OnePlus hasn't officially made an announcement as far as first-party glass protectors. Last time with the 6T it took them about a month or so I'm waiting for that. But if you're like me and you cannot wait to get the glass on the new device, you're going to definitely be enjoying this one, as this is super easy to install, and again it's available through T-Mobile either online or in the stores. Links will be in the description below. Let's not waste any time. Let's see how this glass screen protector works on our OnePlus 7 Pro. Like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you're always notified whenever we put out new videos on the channel. But not only that, check out that coupon in the description to be able to save $10 off your next order. First and foremost, I do want to mention that OnePlus does include a protector, a screen protector on our device, and you can see it's sitting right there. Now this is not a glass protector. I'm always a proponent, or always basically advocating glass protectors on our devices, as they do have the better protection overall on our device. Now this screen protector that we have that's already installed is case friendly, so is this one. Now last year I did a review for you guys on the PureGear glass protector for the OnePlus 6T, and a lot of you guys mentioned that that one actually installed and worked a lot better than even the one that we got originally from OnePlus, as I feel like they changed the adhesive formula there and it came a little bit harder for us to be able to get it installed correctly. But the one from PureGear, not only did it install correctly, it worked right away out of the box. Unfortunately, it's a little bit more than what the OnePlus one is selling for. So this one currently in the US is selling for $44.99. I'm not sure if that's the actual price in the store. Yesterday during the initial launch of the OnePlus 7 Pro, they were running a $25% off promo. So again, your mileage may vary, but hopefully at the time that you're picking it up, they may have a promotion for that. This one is made specifically for the OnePlus 7 Pro, industry leading touch and swipe protection, so we should have no issues with touch. Scratch resistant, of course, as it's glass, and of course the lifetime warranty, as this does actually include that. So if you have any problems with it, you can go back to the T-Mobile store and then switch it over there. Basically pretty simple, case friendly, bubble free, maximum clarity, and easily installed, because they do include a tray. And what I mean by that is included in the box is an actual tray that allows us to be able to basically install our glass protector perfectly. Now you can see right there, it's exactly made to fit our OnePlus 7 Pro. There's no questions about it. And of course, at that point, just lay it down and it lays exactly where it needs to be. It does not go all the way to the edges. It actually, in a matter of fact, from this image right now, it looks like it's a little bit smaller than the actual glass that we have right there. So you could kind of see it right here. You kind of see it here. The pre-applied one goes almost to the edge, and this one kind of goes a little bit closer. So definitely good enough for cases, and it should not have any problems. We'll test that out. Next thing we need to do is obviously remove the existing glass protector, as well as clean up the surface. So we're going to remove the information here. So they provide us with an alcohol wipe, of course a chamois to clean, and of course a dust remover sticker. So this is going to be able to basically remove any kind of dust that we may have left over after this. You don't need to turn off your device. This is not basically going to damage the device. There's no liquid in here. You just need to do this. And again, this is the glass protector, or the existing protector. Now, this one actually seems like it's a good material. It's nice, it's transparent, and it looks like it works really good. So again, nothing's wrong with it, but for me, I always prefer glass. Seems like it's done correctly. We'll go ahead and move it here. We'll open up the tray. And again, the device is installed all the way in there. And we'll go one last time just to make sure there is no more. We'll remove the first. And you may have noticed it or not, but there's actually a black rim all the way at the top and the bottom of the glass. But overall, you just need to make sure you go straight up and lay it down. Of course, and then now here, while holding the glass, we'll ever so slightly remove this. Bring it up to the top. There we have it. The installation actually was pretty quick, but it seems like there's a little bit of a small line. Let me bring it up to you guys real quick. So you can kind of ever so slightly see where the edge of the actual glass is. It's stopping ever so slightly closer of the actual edge of the device. It goes all the way to the top, and I mentioned to you guys we do have that earpiece at the top that works as the stereo speaker, and this doesn't actually cover it. It stops right shy of it. The installation, of course, is perfect. Installs there. Let's go ahead and boot up the device. Okay. Reflections, always a nice thing. And here we have it. Touch sensitivity. Let's go ahead and actually check out the fingerprint sensor. Oh, okay. Nope, it's still pretty fast. I was worried about that part. As adding glass generally, even with some of the other devices. So, fingerprint sensor works pretty good. Of course, well, face unlock doesn't have any issues with this, so let's go ahead and put it in here. Gestures, bring down, here, down, and double tap. Yep. So my shortcuts are working fine. As far as functionality, seems like it's working perfectly fine. The one thing you want to keep in mind, again, make sure you go all around the edges to be able to put that in and make sure that it installs correctly, and try not to initiate gestures when you're going up and doing things directly with it. Now let's see how this works with cases. First one is the OnePlus case directly. This is the mesh case on the back with a soft one. This was also announced around the same time. No issues at all. It doesn't actually touch it at the top, and of course at the bottom there's a big enough gap there for it. As expected, this is a case-friendly glass protector, should not be an issue. And of course, the thinner cases that they provided, this is the sandstone one, should not be an issue at all. It definitely does not have any problems. Now, the cool thing about it is, even though we have a raised top here, this glass protector will protect our display on the front. Last but not least, of course, is the carbon fiber one. Now, this one is a little bit more snug, somewhere in between these two. Let's go ahead and put in, and nope, sure enough, we have a nice enough gap here in the top, on the sides, and of course, on the bottom, very nice. On the top, it actually kind of goes pretty flush, but it is definitely not touching or there's no issues there. Let's go ahead and check out a third-party case. Now, this was from my video that's coming out. It's a 2D case. So this is the 2D, this is the merged case from 2D. Let's go ahead and insert it. Of course, no issues at all. And you guys could see right there, the separation is pretty good. So because they made them a little bit thinner, they basically pretty much factored in any kind of case protector that you want to be able to use with it and not have any issues with it. We're fast forwarding to Saturday today. The beginning part of the video I did on Wednesday, and today is Saturday, so I've been using it for the last 3 days on my OnePlus 7 Pro. The overall experience is actually pretty nice. The installation, again, as you saw, was pretty easy. And if there's anything I would say about my installation is that don't install it with the display off. Turn on your display and use the black rims on the top and bottom as a guide to install it. So when you're aligning it, make sure that it aligns correctly. As mine is ever so slightly offset, which pretty much means I will probably be replacing it. But that's not something wrong from the actual manufacturer. It's just that when I installed it for you guys in the video, I actually had the display off and I should have had it on. Last thing, as far as the actual overall experience, there is a slight experience difference, obviously. This glass protector is not a full adhesive glass protector, and what that means essentially is that the adhesive is sitting all around the rim, so inside there's really no glue. It's not sticking to the actual display. And what that means essentially is that you do need to get a little bit more used to the fact that if the touches, you have to just be more prominent, not just quickly. But as far as experience of using it and the protection that it offers, it works great. It's case friendly, and it's easy, really easy to install. The actual process is very nice. Like I said, just keep the display on. Now, if you don't want to wait for the official one from OnePlus, where I'm pretty sure they're going to be putting out the first party one, those generally are full adhesive glass protectors, which means they will sit very tightly on the display, and that usually is the better experience because that reduces the issues of usability. As far as the fingerprint sensor, no issues. It still works the same way, as fast as it did before. And that's one of the really cool things about it. It did not adhere, it did not give us any issues, similar to the ones we've had with, let's say, the S10, where you had to have a glass protector that was compatible with the fingerprint sensor, because that was an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, where this is more of an optical one, but it works really nice. The last thing I want to mention to you guys, again, this is through T-Mobile and available on basically the actual manufacturer's website. And I'll give you guys a link for that in the description below. And if you want a glass protector now, and you're like me, you always like to have glass on your devices, this is pretty much the only solution that works very easily. And if you have it installed at the T-Mobile store by T-Mobile representative, and if you ever have any problems, you could just go into the store and they'll replace it for you just free of charge as part of the actual purchase and protection plan that comes with it. So like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support, and hopefully guys you like this format where I do the actual review portion of it a few days later after using it, as opposed to just installing it and just doing a quick initial impressions of the glass protector. This is TK. I'll see you guys in the next video.